physique updates. I know you guys want to see them, and I want to film them to keep myself accountable and look back at them in the future. So here we go. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my pre and post New York physique. So if you guys have been following me, you guys know that I went to New York, and if you watch my vlogs, you know that I ate literally everything. I ate my way through New York basically. I wanted to take a vacation and just eat the New York food and soak it all in. So Rob and I are huge foodies, so we definitely didn't hold back when we came across something that we wanted to eat. You guys saw I was eating cookies, I was eating pasta, I was eating cookies and cookies and cookies, and it was the best time. But before going, I definitely wanted to film my physique just to see what the quote-unquote damage was when I got back. Surprisingly, there wasn't much damage done, and I'm gonna show you guys that right now. So this is how I looked before going to New York. I weighed in at 128.6 pounds, and I was weight training 5 times a week, 4 to 5 times a week, and doing cardio twice a week on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. So this is what I was looking like before going to New York. Now, mind you, before going to New York, my calories weren't super low. I was tracking macros. My macros were around 40 fat, 170 carb, and 140 protein. That was my macros. And I was also doing cardio, like I said, twice a week for 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. Going to New York, I didn't weight train at all. We did a full-on vacation, like I said. We just went there for vacation purposes, didn't want to train, didn't want to think about tracking macros. We just basically lived our life and had fun and enjoyed our time there. So while we were over there, we were walking pretty much everywhere. And I checked my steps, and I averaged about 20 to 25,000 steps daily. At home, I barely make 5,000 steps. And that's one thing that I'm going to touch on in this video, is what I've been doing differently now that I'm back and my current fitness goals, as you see in the title. So our average steps there were much higher than it was here. My daily expenditure was increased, obviously, with the amount of walking that we were doing. So pretty much what increased while I was in New York was my NEAT, which I'll talk about in a separate video. That's pretty much non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's some extra calories that I was burning that has nothing to do with exercise. So calories that I'm burning meanwhile I'm not at the gym, basically. And since we did a lot of walking there, since my calorie expenditure increased, since my NEAT increased, this is how I looked when I got back. I weighed in at 128.6 pounds, exactly like how I weighed in before going to New York. But my body composition does look a little bit different. So I don't look as tight as I did before going to New York. I am holding on to a bit of water weight. One, because I was traveling. And when you travel, when you get on a plane, you usually hold on to some water. And also, because of all the food that I was eating a lot of carbs, a lot of fat, and carbs attract water. So when you're eating high amounts of carbs, you're going to attract more water into your cells, making you look a little bit less tight, making you look a little bit more quote-unquote fluffy, and just you're holding on to some water retention basically. So the flight and the types of food that I was eating did make me hold on to water, and I am holding on to water weight in this clip. That's why I do look a little bit different, although my weight stays the same. So to my surprise, the day after filming this physique update, I actually dropped and hit a new low weigh-in, which I haven't hit a new low weigh-in in a couple of weeks, and I dropped down to 127 pounds. And then a week later, I'm now at 126.2 pounds. So I did hit that new low weigh-in of 126 pounds. I'm gonna film a bikini haul in my next video, so you'll get like a little physique update too if you guys wanna check that out. So that's where I was at pre and post New York. Weighed in exactly the same before leaving as when I got back. So now that we got the physique update out of the way, I wanna talk to you guys about my current fitness goals and what I've been doing since I got back from New York. So most of the time when people go on vacation and when they get back from vacation, they feel like they're in some sort of a rut because they have this vacation weight and they gained all this weight on vacation because they were indulging, and they want to go ahead and do a bunch of cardio and basically punish themselves for having a good time during their vacation. What I did after New York to get back on track was just that. I got back on track. I went back to training 5 times a week. I went back to doing cardio twice a week. And one thing that I did change, well, actually 2 things. I changed 2 things. One, I made sure to get my steps in. So like I mentioned before, I was averaging around 20 to 25,000 steps in New York, when here I would only get 5,000. That was a wake-up call for me. That told me, girl, you're so sedentary, you need to get up and move. So now I have started trying to hit 10,000 steps daily. Right now I'm averaging around 8 to 10k steps a day, and that alone has increased my NEAT meanwhile I'm home. So I'm not doing any extra cardio. I'm not spending hours on the Stairmaster or on the treadmill. I'm just trying to be more mindful of not being so sedentary meanwhile I'm home. The second thing that I did, and this may come as a surprise, and this is the first time that I share this with you guys, and I haven't even told anyone on Instagram or anything, I stopped tracking macros. So I was tracking macros for 3 years. Everything to the T. If you know me, you know that I'm a type A personality. Everything has to be at 100% with like literally everything I do. So macros were hit to the T every single day for 3 years. And so with tracking macros, I feel that it has obviously helped me a ton, because now I know portion sizes. Now I know what my body needs in order for it to fuel properly. Now I know that carbs aren't bad. Before tracking macros, I was like so clueless about nutrition, and I can talk about that in another video. So I switched from tracking macros to now I'm just intuitive eating. And intuitive eating, I feel, is just like a fancy term for just eating like a regular person. Now I'm more in tune with my body. I eat when I'm hungry, I stop when I'm full. I'm more mindful about the things that I'm putting into my body. So before, when I was tracking macros, I would just like eat whatever or try to fit whatever into my meals to make it a little bit more fun, just because they hit my macros. Now I'm more mindful about making sure that I have vegetables on my plate with every meal, making sure that I have a lean, high quality protein with every meal, and you know, just focusing on those internal hunger cues. Eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full. And surprisingly, that's how I was able to hit my new low weigh-in of 126 pounds. So with tracking macros came a lot of stress, basically as of this year. I didn't want to track anymore. I didn't want to be like so married to the scale and married to MyFitnessPal. But the reason why I think that I was so successful, and I've been successful in intuitive eating, is because I had that experience with tracking macros. So I don't want to bash on tracking macros. I think tracking macros is a great tool if you have a certain physique goal, and it teaches people about proper portion sizes for them, and that carbs aren't bad, and it teaches you the composition of different foods. So tracking macros is an amazing tool, and all my clients follow macros and flexible dieting. But for me and my current goals, I didn't want to track anymore. I wanted to get back to just eating like a regular person, and it's been working. So my fitness goals moving forward, basically what I want to do is I want to either maintain the look that I have right now or get a little bit tighter, but without sacrificing memories. So memories over macros, like that's my motto. I used to never want to go on trips because I was like, I'm not going to get my cardio in, I'm not going to get my training in, I'm not going to be able to hit my macros. I wish I never had that mentality, but you live and you learn. So this year, you guys saw, I already went to New York, and I have 2 trips coming up in these next couple of months, and I'm gonna have a blast. Like, I just want to live my life and really practice what I preach, that this is a healthy lifestyle. You shouldn't feel stressed. If you're stressed about what you're doing, whether it be you're stressing out about your workouts, or you have to do your HIIT cardio or your Stairmaster, or oh my god, I have to track my macros. If all of this is stressing you out, take a step back and analyze, what are you doing? Is it worth it? If you have a certain physique goal in mind, yeah, you have to make a sacrifice. But I don't want to not go on trips because I'm scared that I'm going to lose my gains or gain weight or not be able to hit my macros. I've let that go. That's now in the past. Now I want to make progress while still living my life. To me, it's all about balance right now, and I feel like I've finally come to a place where I can actually relate to that term, and I want to share with you guys that it's definitely possible. You don't have to go to the extremes in order to achieve your dream physique. So just don't be so crazy. Don't be so extreme like how I was. Just do things slowly. Eat healthy. You guys know how to eat healthy. Nutrition is the main thing when it comes to changing your physique. Just train hard. Make sure that you're being mindful about your food choices, and you will see the results that you want. So that's where I'm currently at. I just wanted to fill you guys in with my current fitness goals. I'm gonna have a physique update coming next video, like I said, with my bikini haul. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this little ramble. I'm like chilling on my couch. I wanted this to be like super personal, like you're just here with me on my couch meanwhile I'm chatting to you about my goals and stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, it helps out my channel a lot, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. Have you guys seen the new IGTV feature? What's that all about? So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm gonna be posting on IGTV now apparently. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.